If I told you most likely your wireless router at home, you have it set up as DHCP, do you know what that is? If not, this should give you a brief idea of what it does. So it's dynamic host configuration protocol. And what it is, it's software in your router that will hand out IP addresses to all your internal network devices. So your smartphone, your smart TV, your smart appliance, Alexa, whatever, whatever you have that needs to be hooked to the internet is going to get handed wirelessly an IP address from that router. The DHCP keeps track of what addresses it handed out and to whom it gave it to. And they're given a lease time for that IP address. So at say the 50% mark, those devices have to ask again, can I keep this IP address? If it doesn't respond, then it might ask at another 50% mark. Whatever the case is, there has to be an agreement that there's only one IP address per device on the network. So if the DHCP says, no, you can't keep it, you got to have this one, well, then you switch IP addresses. The reason this matters for building automation is because if you don't have a static IP address for your little server that you have serving web pages up, it's going to be really hard to consistently get to that. So what you can do is some IT will want it to be DHCP. So what you can say is, okay, I can set it up as DHCP, and then will you reserve that address once you hand that address out to that device? That way you can consistently get to that building automation web page because your building automation system isn't going to have a registered domain name. So a DNS server, so domain name server, isn't going to know what you mean by building A or building B unless you had a registered domain. So you need to go to the actual IP address of that little server.